Okay, we are back on the record in matter 17-2430, Patricia Carmean versus Patrick Hickey.
Are you back on the record?
Yes, I think so. Our court reporter is upstairs handling another matter, so.
Okay.
Okay, so you testified that there has been that there's a lengthy history between the two of you, and that after a period of time, but it appears to me that after there was a period of time where there wasn't.
Right, because he could not contact any board member personally. His attorney had to go through our attorney if he had, because he wants to come back on campus. He wants to be able to see his daughter. So it had to go through his attorney to our attorney. So that's where there was a lull of nothing, of any contact. And then all of a sudden, Easter night, I'm like, what?
And you think the impetus for him contacting you on Easter night was seeing you at the basketball game?
Oh, but the basketball game was months before that.
Okay, so what do you think caused him?
I don't know. No, I shouldn't say that, because he put in one of them that someone had put on, there's a Washington local site, like an open site to put nice things on. Well, one of his acquaintances, I guess acquaintance, put on, Patrick Hickey is running for the school board, basically kind of saying he's a great guy and blah, blah, really vote for him and blah, blah. So I commented to this man, I said, he resigned as a superintendent. I didn't say why, I just said he resigned. And then I went on to say, this man requested my husband's public records and my husband has been dead for 8 years. So they commented back to me, this person, I think his name was Bill, he said, well, you're the reason that we don't have peace in the district, because supposedly Patrick Hickey, I know he said when he resigned, it's to heal the district. And this man replies back to me, well, the district hasn't been healed because of you, but you are going to be voted out. I'm like, okay. So I'm only can surmise that this Patrick Hickey is able to read this and he sees that, yes, I did put on there, but that is public knowledge of what he has done. He's requested my husband's public records. And I didn't say, I just said he resigned to heal the district. I didn't tell the real reason. So I think that's the only thing I can equate it to.
So he's running against you.
Well, there are 3 seats open. And I think presently myself, another incumbent are running. And then I think there's maybe 3 or 4 other people running, and he being one of them.
So he entered some sort of FOIA request to get your deceased husband's records from his time
Well,
as
but
superintendent?
it's public record, and my husband worked for the district, so we keep them forever, I was told. So I don't know what his ploy is. Well, you can see he's supposedly saying that, do you want me to release these? It's going to embarrass your family. I don't know what to do. I'm pleading with somebody to stop this man.
Okay, and have you seen him personally in the last few months?
I saw him, and that would have been several months ago, at the girls' basketball game. He was sitting across from me at St. Ursula.
And that's when he tweeted?
Yes, he took a picture of me, tweeted it out, and then after I left the game, I noticed my scleroderma magnet was missing from my Explorer. Too much of a coincidence. I've had it for many years. Why would someone take it? I've been in tricky neighborhoods before, but I don't think St. Ursula is really a tricky neighborhood. So I'm like...
Okay, and before the text messages that you showed me, when was the last time he texted you?
Actually, probably an official text would have been when my first complaint, so October 30th. And I'm sorry, that's not in there. That was actually a text message because he had my phone number because he was a superintendent. So he's the one that messaged me, following me to my gym, has crossed the line. I'm sorry, that's not in there, and my phone is out there. So there was really no other text message except that one. And then this started an instant messenger text message.
And he's instant messaging you on Facebook?
Yes, I mean, it's an instant messenger on Facebook, but I'm not friends with him on Facebook. And I'm sorry, I don't know, I understand sending a text message, and I understand instant message, but he instant messaged me. I opened it up, and I guess I shouldn't have done that, because that opens up communication, but I didn't communicate with him until I told him to stop.
Okay, well, are you currently afraid for your physical safety?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I guess I am.
All right, I am going to issue a temporary order of protection. Now, the statute generally requires that there to be several incidents that would cause a reasonable person to be in fear of physical harm from the respondent. So he will have the opportunity to come in here and give his side of the story, and we will have to determine whether a long-term protection order is appropriate. So this is an ex parte hearing wherein you're the only one here, so I'm only getting your side of the story.
Okay.
So this protection order, which will prevent him from contacting you, well, in theory, it prevents him from
Correct.
contacting
Okay.
you. It's
All right.
only a piece of paper, so if you are afraid, you should call 911.
Okay.
And when you call 911, you should let them know that you have a temporary protection
Okay.
order. This will be in place until May 5th, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Which is the point at which we will have the full hearing.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to want to call the courthouse. My assistant's going to give you a
Oh,
number
thank you.
to call on the afternoon of May 4th.
Okay.
So you can ask if he's been served, and B, if he has asked for a continuance, because if this is not a convenient time, they do have the right to ask for a continuance. So if he asks for a continuance, it will be continued, but so will the protection order.
Okay.
So the protection order will be on the record until we actually have the hearing, at which point it will be decided whether or not a permanent protection order is appropriate or not.
Okay, so right at this moment, or is it tomorrow, this is something that's going to be dropped off at his house, or do I
Yeah, the
understand
sheriff's
that?
department will take it to his home and hand deliver it.
Okay.
This will be in effect until May 5th at 10 a.m.
Okay.
You are welcome to bring counsel with you if you feel that's appropriate. He is also welcome to bring counsel. Because it's a civil matter, neither of you is entitled to an appointed attorney.
Okay. So what kind of attorney do you get for that? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Um,
I mean,
do you have an attorney that you've used for probate, or when your husband passed away, or to put together a will or power of attorney? Or anything like that?
I have, but no, like, he's more of an estate attorney and things like that.
So my suggestion would be to call him and
Okay.
ask if there's someone that he can recommend to represent you in this situation.
Okay.
Now to be quite honest with you, most civil protection orders do not have lawyers involved.
Okay.
Most of them have not also played out in the newspaper either. So we have a dispute that is public. You may want to seek counsel.
Okay, because this has been in the newspaper when he resigned and everything. There's lots of information about him. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I am going to give you these documents back. You
Okay.
should bring them with you again
Okay.
on the 5th.
Thank you. Oh, so I am going to be back. I'm going to definitely be back on the 5th.
Right. Well, you're gonna call Jessica, that's my assistant here, and because she will let
I was
you
supposed to be with my
know.
daughter.
Pardon?
I was supposed to be with my daughter in Chicago.
Oh,
I know
okay.
it's,
Well,
this is,
what are the dates that you're supposed to be in Chicago?
I was going to leave, is the 5th a Friday?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to leave the 5th and be there till Sunday.
All right, let's see if
I'm
we
sorry
can
to
put you
do
on.
that.
No,
My
I
daughter
mean,
has a baby and she needs a little assistance.
okay,
She has a
let's see. First of all, this hearing is adjourned. I'm
Thank you.
going to go off the record.